Last summer, I was lucky enough to visit Zastava's factory in Serbia, where they manufacture what my buddy Ian McCollum has called arguably the best GPMG of all time, the Zastava M84. Today, you'll see why I agree with him. We'll talk about the history of this incredible piece of machinery. We're going to take a behind-the-scenes look at the Zastava factory with an engineer. And of course, we're going to take it to the range. As a special bonus, we're also going to talk to Serbia's biggest gun tuber about the M84. Finally, we'll get some words from my close personal friend, Ranko Ristic, who fought in the Yugoslav wars alongside the M84. But let's kick this video off with my favorite fact about this platform. Serbs often call the M84 Ceca.
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 She's one of the most popular Serbian singers of all time. Love her music, by the way. To make it so Americans understand, she's basically like Kim Kardashian, but 7 years older, actually talented, and she married a Serbian paramilitary commander slash mobster instead of washed up pro sports players and rappers. They call the M84 Ceca because, picture this, right? You're pinned down behind cover by small arms fire. You're running out of ammo. Your buddy's been shot. You probably need to get him to a medic, but you're not even sure that you're going to make it out of this alive. All of a sudden, off in the distance, you hear this. It's a song so sweet to your ears that Fighter said it's like Ceca herself singing out to you. When I was in Serbia, I posted a few pictures on Instagram of the M84, and I got comments, I got pictures, I got stories from men who used the M84 in actual combat. Not one of them had a single negative thing to say about it. The guys who actually used it talked about reliability, how well it handled, its durability, its accuracy. Everyone loves Ceca. Ranko, a veteran of the Balkan Wars, recalled his experience with the M84 from when he served in the military when we were driving back from the range.
M84 is great because you can count on it to be reliable, and that piece of machinery will never betray you. I know that for a fact, and whoever has that machine gun on the front line, they feel much safer.
And you know that from personal experience, right?
Some personal experience, yeah. When I served, I know that enemy did not like that gun at all. It's very bad to be on the other side of the muzzle with M84.
So Serbian.
The M84 is former Yugoslavia's licensed version of the legendary Soviet PKM, designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov himself. The development of the M84 was motivated by the need for a reliable, robust GPMG in the Yugoslav military. It was designed to fill that role, something that could be used as an infantry support weapon, something that could also be mounted on vehicles and tripods. Both the M84 and the PKM operate on a gas-operated rotating bolt mechanism, a reliable system that's proven effective in numerous conflicts around the globe. Both guns fire the same cartridge, the 7.62 by 54mm R, or rimmed, which is slightly more powerful than .308. Why would Zastava copy the PKM? The better question is, why wouldn't they? During the Cold War, the countries within the Soviet sphere of influence, like Yugoslavia, often aligned their military equipment with Soviet designs, partly due to the Warsaw Pact standards, which aimed to ensure interoperability among the Allied armies. Zastava took this a step further by not just aligning, but directly copying many Soviet designs. This strategy had several benefits. It reduced R&D costs, it sped up production, and it ensured that the Yugoslav military could maintain, repair, and operate their equipment using established Soviet methods and parts. For Zastava, this also opened up a ton of export opportunities, as many countries were looking for affordable yet reliable military equipment, and they opted for these familiar and proven designs. While the M84 and the PKM are very similar, there are a few regional modifications. Zastava has, for example, created a folding collapsible stock for a paratrooper version of the gun, a key mod handguard. Bear in mind that many European countries still use key mod instead of M-lock like we do in the US. Zastava also created their own fixed stock, but I strongly prefer the PKM's original stock, the so-called pierced stock, which has a hole for gripping with your support hand. Zastava's engineer, Danko, is glad to explain the features and operations of the M84 to you through a translator.
Hello, my dear guests. You are in Zastava again, and I will try to represent our product. My name is Danko. I'm developer in our factory. Model PKT, that's Zastava bought license. Actually, ex-Yugoslavia bought license for this, and the base of this machine gun, and it is a perfect machine gun. And just now I will try to explain a very short story about this rifle, this machine gun. Actually, it's a machine gun based on Kalashnikov system. A classic old model has wooden stock, very easy to open, and inside you can see that is a classic Kalashnikov system. I forgot to tell you that this machine gun can be very easy, can be light machine gun. Bipod. Na osnovu ovoga se može zaključiti
As it's rather obvious, you need 3 people to carry the gun to another position. You need 1 man to carry the machine gun, another one to carry the tripod, and the third one for the ammunition boxes. The machine gun, the standard set of this machine gun has 1 barrel, but if necessary, we can deliver spare ones. The machine gun weighs around 8 kilos.
Zajedno sa nožicama 13.
And together with the tripod, it's 13 kilos. With this machine gun, we supplied 2 types of ammunition boxes. One is with a capacity of 250 rounds, the other one is with a capacity of 100 rounds. This machine gun was the basis for the newer version. After we got some feedback from our customers, we changed the design of the stock, so this machine gun now has a folding stock. So you use the catch on the side of the stock to easily change the height of the cheek pad. On the upper side, the machine gun has the Picatinny rail, where you can mount various optical sights or devices, including night sights. On both sides of the barrel, we put some metal sheet with keyholes that prevent injuries to the shoulder's hand. The basic caliber for this machine gun is 7.62 by 54. The barrel of this machine gun is cold forged. The barrel is chrome lined. We did some testing just to try the barrel and the machine gun. So we fired some 400 to 500 rounds just in one burst. We cooled off the barrel in water, and we tested the barrel to see if there's any erosion or wear. And no, the barrel was perfect.
I was in one country when users didn't know how to use this machine gun, and they sit behind of this and expect perfect results. They learn with different older machine guns, but this machine gun you have to put down and lie behind him and shut. And when I was in that country, they wasn't satisfied with result when this use. And after that, my shooter and me went to this country, and after 5 seconds, 10 seconds after using this machine gun, they, we said, played Igrali kolo.
Play the game.
Play the game, Serbian, Serbian special dance. They was satisfied, and they played the dance around this machine guns.
So
it is really true, believe me.
What was the problem? Why didn't they like it at first?
Those guys used some other types of machine guns, so where you have the shooter sitting while shooting. For this machine gun, you need a bit lower position. You need to lie down, basically, so you get better results, because you stabilize the machine gun with your body.
In Serbian, that has name Ceca. It is the most popular singer in Serbia.
The M84 is surprisingly known as being extremely accurate, which is uncharacteristic of not only this class of weapons, but Kalashnikov's designs and their derivatives as well, as Serbia's most popular gun tuber, Darko of the Doom Doom channel, explains.
You asked me about the M84 Ceca. famous Ceca, during the Kosovo conflict, the members of the 72nd Special Operations Battalion, they used the Ceca like the sniper rifle. Ceca had 4 power scopes, and they loaded the belt every second round. And they used it, they aimed, fired,
No way.
repeat, fire. It's extremely precise belt-fed machine gun.
Živeli.
Živeli.
When I stepped up to fire the Zastava M84 in my fresh tracksuit, it was an experience that bordered on sexual. I'll call it having a belt fetish. You like that? This was an encounter with a sensual machine, fresh off the factory floor, out of the crate, smelled distinctly of dirt, gun oil, steel, pine, and gunpowder. Holding the M84, you notice its weight first. Surprisingly light for a 7.62 belt fed with a cold hammer forged barrel. It's 20% lighter than the M60, but in my opinion, the M84 is a better design and it's more reliable, having tons of trigger time on both. It's also, like the M60, quite controllable. The M84 operates at a steady 650 rounds per minute, like a GPMG Goldilocks, just the right balance of rate of fire and manageability, even when fired from a standing position. I found myself able to operate it comfortably with one hand on the grip and the other on the carry handle, a testament to its superb balance and design. My Adidas tracksuit added +10 to Serbian firearms proficiency. The standard iron sights on the M84, they're sharp, they're clear, they're effective, true to the design's military heritage, and useful. Newer versions of the M84 have adapted to modern warfare's demands, featuring mounting options for modern optics. One of the standout features of the M84 is its robust feed mechanism, unlike some American belt-fed machine guns that can falter with a long belt, M60. The M84 feeds powerfully without hesitation, chewing through belt after belt with a relentless rhythmic precision. The Chadislav M84 rips through a 100-round non-disintegrating belt that weighs as much as a large newborn baby, while the Virgin M60 needs feed assistance to keep it from choking on its own food. Sad. Firing the M84, you feel a connection to its lineage. To everyone who's shot an M84 out there, it's like a heavy metal Horcrux, carrying the spirit of Kalashnikov himself. You feel like you're downrange whenever you're shooting this thing. The M84 is not just a weapon, it's artwork in the tradition of Eastern European military design, while still being perfected to meet contemporary standards. As I said in the introduction, I completely agree with every veteran, every engineer, every YouTuber who I've talked about the M84 with. This is one of the most amazing guns that I have ever shot on TFBTV. You're the most amazing audience on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your support. Bear in mind, we don't accept money in exchange for positive reviews like many other channels out there. So think about supporting us. We would prefer subscribestar.com/TFBTV, but you can also support us on Patreon, or you can find us on Player. Again, we're independent. We need your support, so think about helping us out. Thanks for watching. Take care.
After this video, your viewers might like it, and if they think it's good, they might email Ranko, Zastava USA.
Zastava USA. Mi ćemo se potruditi da ovo oružje prevedemo u poluautomatsko, tako da se može koristiti na strelištima u celoj Americi.
Yeah, so if Zastava USA gets many emails requesting semi-automatic version of this gun, we will do our best to deliver.